Go ahead and start cueing the pomp and circumstance because it's graduation day. Hey, everybody. It is Saturday, July 5th, and it is a very special episode of Jeff Davenport Live, brought to you by Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. We are here at the Sierra Vista Police Department inside one of their conference rooms to graduate 4 dogs from the Hero Paws training. Leslie Bryant, come on up here. Leslie, you've got your own microphone, so I'll just use this one. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
This is an exciting day, and all the dogs are ready to come up and ready to get their graduation certificates and get their
Yes, they'll get a vest as well as their certificate.
It is so cool. Let's talk about this program. How long does it take a dog to go through something like this?
It's generally 6 to 9 months. Sometimes it takes longer because life happens. Sometimes it's shorter because they've already done a lot of training with their dog and we don't have to lay down all of the basics before they go through the program. So we gauge it between 6 and 9 months.
And the whole point of Hero Paws is to find service animals for those who served our country in some way, or?
Absolutely. Hero Paws is for law enforcement, firefighters, EMS, and veterans with PTSD diagnosis from on-the-job injuries and trauma.
And these dogs are very special animals that we're going to see today, right?
They absolutely are. Absolutely special.
Went through the whole training and they're ready to go. So we'll hand it off to you. It's all up to you, my friend.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you being here today. This is a huge day in celebration. 4 dogs coming back through the Hero Paws program. We've graduated. This will make us a total of 14 dogs that have graduated from the Hero Paws program since we started the organization in 2021. So we're really excited to be able to add this many more dogs into the graduation, and we are really excited to have all of our guests here today to join us in celebrating the milestone. It is a huge milestone for these dogs to graduate from the program. It means that they have gone from maybe knowing absolutely nothing to basic obedience, public access, going through grocery stores, going through restaurants, going to the airport, going to all of the places that the individual wants to get back into doing things with their life again. Grocery stores, I said that, I think, restaurants. It's really difficult to train the public access portion of a service dog. They don't get to just take their pets everywhere. These dogs are working dogs, so when they go home and they get to take the vest off, they are allowed to just have some fun, get the zoomies, run around, and be a dog. So it's not 100% of the day that they have to just be focused and on top of things. But they know with the flip of a switch when it's time to go to work that it is time to go to work, whether the vest is on or the vest is off. And that is probably the most difficult thing for us to train. They've been trained specifically to do individual tasks for each one of our graduates today. Everyone's issues are a little bit different. Our PTSD can manifest in different ways, and it's really important for us to tailor this program to each individual person and tailor those tasks to each person rather than just generic cookie cutter, we're training this, we're giving you a dog, and now we're done. So the way the program works, the dogs go through the training with the individual that they are assigned to. They can come into the program with their own dog if that dog passes our evaluation, or we will find them a dog. The 3 of our dogs here today were owner-handler dogs, so they already had their dogs when they came into the program. And one of our dogs is actually a placement dog. So our client came to us, said that I need a dog, and we found him a dog, put them together, and they went through the training process together. So we're really excited to have both sides of that story here today and excited for you guys to join us. So the first team that I would like to come up is Laura and Cinnamon. Say a few words about their training process. Laura and Cinnamon came through this program. Laura came through our program once before with another dog that has since retired. So this is her second time through the program, and we're really excited to get her another dog through the program and see them succeed. So Lori, would you say a few words about their training process?
Sure. So with these two, since Laura
Sorry.
So with these two, since Laurel had already been through the training process once before, it was just a little bit easier with her because she kind of knew what we needed to get done. So we went through she actually had gone through her basic and did her CGC, and then we started working with the different observations that the teams have to pass, and then proceeded through the observations and then to the public access test that they also have to pass to show that they're able to be out in public and handle their dogs and that their dogs are trained. So basically that's just going through department stores and like Walmart and the food sections and the clothing and stuff like that. And then in restaurants, so they learn, about going under tables and how to behave there. So it's just basically kind of a little bit of a process to get them used to the things that they need to do as a service dog, and then get them through the PAT test. But these guys were excellent. Laurel is very diligent on training Cinnamon, so she worked really hard, and Cinnamon, actually, these guys catch on pretty quickly, so they did a good job.
So each team today will get their certificate of graduation to show that they have completed our program and they're graduating from the Hero Paws Service Dog Training Program. They will each get an individual ID card with their photograph and the dog's photograph on it that shows they've been through our program. These cards do have an expiration date of 2 years, at which time you will come back and retest. And then if you pass that test, you get one that doesn't expire. And that is to make sure that you graduate from the program and you continue to do the work with your dog, because it's not the end of training once you graduate from the program. You're always going to be training your dog, and if you don't use it, you lose it. So we want to see that that happens. They're getting an ADA card, which lists the rules of engagement for the public as well as businesses, that tells the businesses what they can and cannot ask of a service dog. And they will get a Hero Paws sticker for their vehicle. So each dog also gets a Hero Paws vest, and actually Laura is getting a new vest. Hers is a special order for purple. That's her favorite color. So she requested a purple vest. It's not here yet. So Cinnamon gets to wear the blue until the purple arrives. All right. All right, there you go. Congratulations, Laura. Do you want to say a few words? Would you like to say a few words?
Sure. When I first started the program with my first service dog, it got me out of the house because I was a shut-in. And Gunnar helped me actually get out. And when he retired, I needed a dog that would keep me focused, and Cinnamon fit that bill. She's been very attentive, and when I'm out in public, she reminds me that I can still do things. I still have a purpose, and it's an amazing thing that when you are dealing with trauma and you have PTSD, because you can't see the disability, the dog recognizes it, and she does her job very well, and the program works. And I'm very blessed to have been able to do this program twice. So thank you very much. I really appreciate everything you guys done for me. Thank you so much.
I'm going to have you stay up here because Kevin, we're going to have you come up next. All right, this is Kevin and Bandit, aka Chunky Monkey. It's a thyroid problem. It definitely is. So we do use treats in our training, but he did develop a thyroid issue, so he's on some medication now, which should help him out. But okay, there we go, buddy. Let you hold that. So that 6 to 9 months, and sometimes life happens, right? If Kevin was all ready to take his final test and then life happened and he ended up in the hospital, So we had to put that off, and it took him a while to get better and back on the road. So even if they have to go on a leave of absence, we are able to do the program. We're not gonna drop them from the program if something happens and they have to take some time off. We just pick up where we left off and complete the program. So I want to congratulate you for being so diligent and continuing to work at it and stick with the program, because it's definitely noticed.
Oh, yeah.
Did require a lot of patience.
We were actually
So
training
again,
Kevin, not Bandit, so much.
the certificate and the ID card you will get. All right, so.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And that one fits you perfectly, so we don't have to go with the extra large. Good job, Bandit. All right, the blue looks good on you. Would you like to say a few words?
I'm sure. Lori too. Well, Lori first. You have nothing to say?
Just these guys were excellent for working with the training and stuff like that. We got him through CGC, and then kind of the same thing we did with Laura. And of course, I forgot to mention that we also get to work on the specific tasks that these guys need to have the dogs trained for in all this training, along with other things that probably a lot of people don't think about when you're doing service dog training. Like, these guys have to learn to kind of potty on cue, because if you're going to fly and stuff like that with these guys, they have to know to go to the bathroom before you're getting on a plane, because you might be on there for a few hours. So lots of different things that they got to learn to do. But these guys, like Leslie said, unfortunately had to take a little bit of a leave of absence. But as soon as he was able to, he got a hold of me, and we got right back to work. And here they are today, graduating, and they're doing a great job. So.
All right. Well, thank you. I just want to say thanks to Lori and, of course, Leslie. They were great. Very understanding, very patient with me, not so much with Bandit. The training, they say there's no bad dog, just bad humans. So that's kind of true. A lot of different training we did. I think it really we got through all of it. And one of the highlights, I guess, was the food drop. Bandit finally learned how to just leave it alone when they would drop the food. So he did well with that. So thanks again.
Congratulations, thank you.
Congratulations, guys.
All right. Stephanie, will you want to come up with Richard and Dolly? We'll go ahead and have you sit right here, Richard. That way you don't have to stand up.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. This is Richard and Dolly. Dolly, when Dolly first came, she was an absolute basket case, all right? She still has a lot of energy, but she does her work very well when Richard is out and about with her. She is absolutely takes care of him and does everything that he needs her to do. So you will see her starting to task on him a lot during the program today, and jumping up and getting in his face is part of her tasking to make sure that he's okay. So let me get her vest. All right, Dolly, blue looks good on you. Perfect, perfect. All right, Dolly, have a seat there. Good job. All right, and Richard also is getting the certificate as well as an ID card and a Hero Paws sticker. All right. Stephanie, would you like to say a few words?
Yeah. So this team is one of actually my first teams graduating from Hero Paws, so they're a little extra special to me. When I initially moved to Arizona, I had a service dog on my own. I got medically disabled from the Army myself. So Leslie reached out to me and gave me that kind of out of being able to move forward with my dog training and actually give back to veterans, which ended up changing my life completely. So they're a very special team to me. It took a lot longer than we anticipated. However, they worked very, very hard. Richard never gave up no matter what. And I'm really proud of them for being here today.
Would you like to say a few words?
I have speech impediments, and this dog is, I can't tell you how much she is about helping me. And okay.
Good job.
All right, congratulations. All right, there you go. All right, so we've got one final graduate today. Made the trek all the way from Green Valley. This is our Tucson trainer, Carrie, and our veteran / police officer, Scott. So he's a dual role for our Hero Paws, served in both. And graduating today with Bob. Bob is a dog that we placed with Scott. So he came to us and said, I really need a new dog. My old dog is retiring and I need another dog. So we were not fortunate enough to be the trainers for his first dog, but we are fortunate enough to be the trainers for the second dog. And we're really excited to have you as part of the Hero Paws program. So Bob is a chocolate lab trained by Carrie in Tucson. Carrie, do you want to say a few words? No?
It's been a joy. I can't say anything more than that. It's been an absolute joy. It's been a joy to work through. Sometimes the dogs come in and they're a little bit nervous about stuff because things go a little bit hinky. But what is just fantastic is the persistence and pursuit of this one goal, and it just never fails. And it just fills me with joy. I've been training animals, horses and dogs for most of my life, and this is where my heart is, and this is why. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Scott, would you like to say a few words? You don't have to. We don't have to put you on the spot if you don't want to.
No, just that it's been, I'm really thankful for the program. Yeah, I went through a program where they put me back together in San Diego, and I was fortunate enough to be taken on by a program there. I had the dog for 10 years, part of the U.S. service dog program through the VA. And they required that the dog is to retire at 10 years old. So I have my old lab at home, and he's been retired now for about a year. And I'm just really glad to have Bob. Bob will move on. They're ready to transfer him over to the U.S. Service Dog Program. So
excellent.
Super thankful for all the programs.
Excellent. Well, we were really glad to have you on as a team. Today you're getting a certificate of graduation, in addition to an ID card for Hero
Nice.
Paws and a Hero Paws sticker for your car.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Bob, you look good in blue. So the funny thing about Bob is, well, it's not a funny thing. We have another team in our Soldier's Best Friend program who has a lovely chocolate lab that was training with us. And I said, man, where did you get that lab? I would love to have more like him. And they told me where he came from. I went there and I actually got Bob and another dog that's in training with us as well. So we'll have 3 of brothers and sisters, 2 brothers and a sister from the same litter graduating from the program. So they're fabulous dogs, and we're really happy to have them. Thank you everyone for joining us and sticking around with us while we dealt with traffic issues. Feel free to have some cookies and water if you haven't already partaken There's plenty back there, and stick around. We've got the room until 2 o'clock, so feel free to ask questions, talk to the teams, and anything you would like to know, just ask us.
Thank you.
Wow, what an amazing graduation, seeing 4 fantastic dogs going to amazing folks in and around our community. Thank you guys so much for watching this video today. Be sure to leave us a thumbs up if you get any added value off of anything we do here on Cool FM Live. Leave us a follow. And thank you to Sierra Toyota being the sponsor of Jeff Davenport Live today. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. How about another big round of applause for all these dogs that are graduating today? Absolutely amazing. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sharing. Have a great day. We'll check in with you again later on. Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.